So I want to talk about the enemy and the devil and the fact that he has spoken to me before several times. Whenever the devil spoke to me, I knew right away it was him. I knew it. There was a distinct sound in which I clearly made the connection, that's Satan. It was almost like an image, and not a clear image, but just an image of an evil entity that was present, that automatically connected the voice to Satan. There was no, I wonder what that is. It was something in my spirit that automatically identified Satan. I want to tell you the few ways in which Satan spoke to me and what he spoke to me about. Because just as he comes for me, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell y'all. And I know, because I did that, and I'm revealing his tactics to you, that there's going to be spiritual warfare involved for me. But greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So if he comes for me, he has to know that I'm not alone. And the one that has already defeated him is with me and in me. So all he could do is kick up dust and start trouble. And I don't have trouble my whole life. And I'll live. So the first time he spoke to me was when God took me through this process. And I remember there was a time where I felt like I really had to break through cycles and chase God with everything I had. And the Lord let me know, hey, I'm taking you through a process. You've been in it for a while, but now we're at the tail end. I got to let you know because the process is going to get real heavy. It's going to get thick. It's going to get deep. And I need you to agree to it and know that it's not life, just life. And that I'm actually intentionally training you and taking you through a process. And I want you to agree with it so that you'll stick through it when it gets real hard and get difficult. So I said, okay. I remember when I was coming to the tail end of that process and the devil spoke to me and I was like automatically going to war because the Lord was showing me, how to spiritually war. So I'm rebuking, I'm binding, I'm casting out, I'm just praying, I'm standing in victory, I'm declaring. And this happened 3 times. Satan kept on cutting me off and just start talking. So the Lord said, you got to let him present himself. And the Lord showed me a vision of that passage in the Bible where Jesus was led into the wilderness and was tempted by Satan, right? And he's like, you have to let him make his offer, right? So that you can overcome. So he made me an offer and he was telling me, that he would allow me to have everything that I ever desired. And all these images came of like riches and yachts and men and, even a husband if I wanted a husband, all these different things. And was like, you don't even have to serve me. You just don't serve God. And I'll give you all of these things. And he was like, if you don't, then I'm coming for your children. I'm coming for your relationship. I'm coming for everything that's yours. And if you think that it was hard now, wait until I start bringing in the worst of the worst of the worst, murder, rape, all it, just all of this stuff, right? And at the end, I was like, no, of course not. I was just waiting for him to finish. I'm like, nah, not doing it. And he said, I'll be back. So I heard the Lord tell me, we knew you were ready. There was some time later, months after that, months and months. And I just went through a lot. I went through a lot with this processing with the Lord and just being stretched and being tried, being tested. Satan come from all this, and I just had like a real breakdown. Like I felt like it was a nervous breakdown. It was bad. It was bad. Suicidal ideation, just all of it. It just was like, and then I heard Satan say, I told you I was coming back. He said, all you have to do is renounce him publicly, and I will give you everything that you want. I said no. And then the Lord showed me after that the revelation. The reason why I allowed it to happen was because I want you to see how Satan works. I want you to learn him. I need you to know that I'm right there with you in those moments. I have you, but I need you to be able to explore the depths of where Satan will take someone, because I need you to learn it for yourself so that you have the tools so you can navigate it and get through it, but then also so that you can help other people. You can't help other people with something you haven't experienced yourself. So I'm training you, I'm teaching you. So I didn't know that going through, but I caught the revelation on the other side. So that's why I tell people, if you're going through stuff, ask the Lord, because he's watching over you. He's allowing it. So he's using it, and it's all going to work together for the good. Seek him for it, and in time he will reveal it to you. So then the next time he spoke to me, I remember it was a little while ago. I mean, it was a little while after that, and it was the same thing that happened. Same thing that happened. It just happened again, and it just happened in different ways. Right? Using other people, using, your kids and just family, all kind of stuff was just hitting from every single direction, right? And then he went more into depth with the fact that you have to do more than just sell your soul. I need you to renounce God publicly. We don't have to start with the kids right away. We can just slowly start not talking about God so much, and then start turning them and shifting them away from God. There were other times when the devil has spoke to me. This ain't like an everyday thing, y'all. I probably would say about 6 or 7 times that the devil has spoke to me. So, I mean, they come at some real critical points. We ain't just sitting in here talking to the devil. That's for sure, for sure. But there were other times in which it was the same type of repetition, the same pattern. And a lot of those times came with the thoughts of suicide, right? The spirit of suicide, the spirit of death is real. But I didn't recognize that at the time as him. They first came as thought as myself, and then I saw the separation, and it was like, well, it will be over. See, you don't want to. You don't have to live this way. You could just end it now. I'm gonna do a part 2.